hope everything is going well. I hope that you and your families are staying healthy and safe and that you're enjoying your first weeks back at school. I'm missing you so much. I'm glad you joined us here online today though, because today's message is going to be encouraging. I have something to share about my personal life when I was little, and you may have heard the story once before, but it goes along with our message today. So our point today is think, pray, then follow. I wonder if there's ever been a time in your life when you listened to something someone else said and followed after them without thinking about it or even praying about it. So if that's you, you're not alone. I wanted to share with you a time when I was younger in elementary school, so that's the grade levels you're in now. I was listening to a friend who said that we should leave our classroom to go and help the younger students with their recess time. We didn't ask our teacher, we didn't ask an adult, we just did it on our own. So I listened to something my friend had said, not even thinking about it or praying about it. And what happened in the end is we got in trouble. We did something that we shouldn't have done. And so it's easy for us to make a mistake, but it's even easier for us to stop and think about what we're going to do before we do it, and even pray and ask God, is this the right thing? So today we're going to be encouraged on how we can make those wise decisions and make sure that we are praying before we step into following after something that may not be good for us. So let's go over our values. Those are something that keep us in line, not only on Sunday, but in our weekday. I hope that you are living out these values every single day. So, value number 1 is love God. Value number 2 is love people. Value number 3 is do your best. And then the last one is value number 4. You all know it. Let's say it together. Have fun. All right, friends, so good to be with you this morning. Let's jump into our worship, and I hope to see you really soon. Bye.
What's up, everybody? My name's Kirk. This is Connect. I'm glad you're here. Which pudding do you like best? Chocolate, vanilla, or butterscotch? Shout it out, whatever it is. I like chocolate. I like chocolate and vanilla, that's a good combination. Well, the Connect HQ crew is on a pudding-only diet. But are they following the best advice? Well, we have a point that kind of reminds us of this. I'm gonna say it, I need you to repeat it after me. Are you ready? Great, because here we go. Think, pray, then follow. Great job. Okay, now, it's the time in Connect where we worship. So let's go to Connect HQ right now to learn more.
When it's showtime, it's okay to just sit back and watch. But when it's worship time, everybody gets up to sing. The songs that connect are an excellent way to let God know that He comes first in our life. Nothing can stop us from showing Him that He deserves our best singing and our endless energy. So get up on your feet and let's connect to God together.
Shine come sing it out. I'm gonna shine your light, and nothing's gonna stop me now. Stop me now. Doesn't matter what the world might say, doesn't matter what comes my way. I trust in you, I trust in who you are. Jesus, I will follow you. Every step I take, I'll follow you. 'Cause I know your promises are true, now and forever. Jesus, I give you everything, 'cause you gave your life to save me. I am yours, you are mine, now and forever. Doesn't matter what the world might say, doesn't matter what comes my way. I trust in you, I trust in who you are. Jesus, I will follow you. Every step I take, I'll follow you. 'Cause I know your promises are true, now and forever. Jesus, I give you everything, 'cause you gave your life to save me. I am yours, you are mine, now and forever. I am yours, you are mine, now and forever. I am yours, you are mine, now and forever. We've got a brand new anthem, got a brand new sound. So get everybody talking, yeah. We won't stop, we won't wait. We'll stand and sing our Savior's name, our Savior's name. Sing it out, sing it out, sing it out. Jesus is alive right now. Whoa, sing it out, sing it out, sing it out. Jesus is alive right now. Whoa, whoa. Death couldn't beat him, nothing could hold him down. Our God conquered the grave, so come on now, make it loud. Everybody shout it out, Jesus is alive right now. Sing it out, sing it out, sing it out. Jesus is alive right now. Whoa, sing it out, sing it out, sing it out. Jesus is alive right now. We won't stop, we won't wait. We'll stand and sing the Savior's name. We won't stop, we won't wait. We'll stand and sing the Savior's name. Jesus is alive right now. Jesus is alive right now. Say, Jesus is alive right now. Jesus is alive right now. Shout it out. Jesus is alive right now. Jesus is alive right now. Jesus is alive right now. Jesus is alive.
It's getting cold in here. Are you chilly?
I'm fine, but I'll turn the thermostat up for you if you want.
Nah, I'll just get my jacket.
That's yours?
Yeah, I've had it for years. It's like a glove.
Doesn't seem to fit.
Oh, okay. I mean, I may have put on a few pounds or so. I don't want to talk about it.
Mike.
It's a little cold. Hey! What happened to my jacket?
We are Connect HQ.
Every day we help the people of the world.
Live God's way.
We look for the links.
Make the connection.
And you never know what might happen.
I'm Mike, and this is all about the time Connect HQ joined the latest food craze.
Hey gang, we just got a postcard. Dear Connect HQ, everyone in my class at school follows around this kid named Jaden. Jaden is the coolest kid in our school, but he doesn't listen to the teacher and always does his own thing. Should I follow him too? Signed, Dakota.
Knowing who to follow is an important decision to make.
But how do we know if we're following the right leader?
It's always best to stop and think, pray, then follow.
Well, first thing we need to do, guys,
I
is...
actually think we made a Skit Vision video about this once. Let me check the archives and see if it's there.
Okay, well then, the next thing we probably
I'll
need
see if I can find a Bible link to help Dakota.
Well, if anybody needs me, me and my belly here, we'll be over here doing crunches. Hey, Elaine, I was wondering...
Chef Elaine.
Chef Elaine, do you know or have any idea what I should eat if I'm trying to lose weight?
Doesn't look like to me you need to lose any weight. But it's always a good idea to eat a healthy diet, filled with vegetables, fruit, lean protein, and whole grains.
That sounds complicated.
Not at all. I can lead you through it. Let me grab some recipe cards from my locker.
Okay.
You know,
You startled me.
there's an easier way to lose weight.
What? You know an easier way to lose weight?
Yeah, the pudding diet.
Pudding diet?
You eat all the pudding you want, and you lose weight.
Sounds easy.
I got it all from this book right here.
Putting Away the Pounds by John Paul Pauljohn.
I follow everything that guy says.
Oh, so is he like a fitness expert, nutritionist?
These should help you get started.
Oh, no need anymore. I've got it covered, Elaine. Thanks.
Chef Elaine.
Hey, Dot. How's it going?
Great. I found a terrific Bible link to help Dakota. You want to see it?
Of course.
This is the story about the God who loves us in the Bible. We find truth and purpose to love God and love others. We're searching God's word for things to discover. This book is alive, full of answers and godly advice. This book is alive. See the wonderful stories inside. Every day I'm searching, read through history and poetry. How much Jesus loves me. God's great story lives. There's no other book like this. This book is alive.
After King Solomon died, his son Rehoboam became king.
Yay! I'm the king now.
The people sent a leader to the new king to speak up for them.
So, how's everything going?
Not so good. Listen, we've worked hard for your father. He made us pay lots of taxes and forced us to work building his palaces. Please give us some rest and we'll be willing to serve you.
I'll tell you what. Give me 3 days to think it over. then come back.
King Rehoboam decided to talk it over with the same men who gave his father, King Solomon, wise advice.
So what should I do? How do you think I should answer the people?
If you will be a servant to the people, have compassion, and work things out with them, they'll end up doing anything for you.
Yes, Your Majesty. That would be the wise thing to do.
Hey, I'm not sure you guys are right. After all, you guys are old. What do you guys think? Should I lighten up on the people? Now tell me what you really think. After all, we have grown up together.
Forget about what those old geezers told you.
Yeah, the people are just being a bunch of whiners. Hey, I know what you should tell them. Tell them my little finger is thicker than my father's waist. If you think my dad worked you hard, you haven't seen the half of it.
Yeah, and then you should say, my dad hit you with whips, but I'll beat you up with chains. That'll show him who's king.
You guys are right. Those old guys don't even know what they're talking about.
3 days later, Jeroboam and the people showed up to hear what King Rehoboam had to say.
Hey, if you think my dad worked you hard, you haven't seen half of it. My dad hit you with whips, but I'll beat you up with chains. What do you think about that?
Get lost, King Rehoboam. We've had it with you.
Go ahead, go. What do I care?
Because King Rehoboam didn't listen to the wise advice of his leaders, the kingdom of Israel was split in half. Instead of ruling over all of Israel, as his father Solomon did, King Rehoboam only ruled over the towns of Judah. The rest of the tribes went with Jeroboam, and he ruled over them.
Rehoboam had a choice of who he wanted to follow.
Yeah, he should have followed his leaders that had experience and wisdom, but instead he followed the ones that just told him what he wanted to hear.
He should have taken time to think, pray, then follow.
It's hard for me to believe that someone acted so foolishly.
What's with the pudding?
I'm on a new pudding diet. It's great.
Thankfully, I don't need to lose any weight. I don't think you do either, Mike.
Well, the pudding diet isn't just about weight loss. According to John Paul John, the pudding diet is about smooth skin, silky hair, strong bones, and just a general feeling of happiness and well-being.
That sounds a little far-fetched.
Want to try it?
Oh yeah, I'm in.
So good.
So good.
Ooh, I'm almost empty. I hope she gets here soon.
Hey guys, I brought your pudding. Where do you want it?
Yeah, right there.
This is a lot of pudding. Oh, are you giving out free dessert to the whole neighborhood?
No.
That's just for us.
What?
Yeah. We're on the pudding diet. Putting away the pounds. All pudding all the time.
Oh, no. 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 I've never heard of this pudding diet, but it can't be good for you. Pudding is a nice treat, but eating only pudding is not healthy.
What makes you such an expert?
Yeah.
Culinary training. Following and studying under the best cooks, dietitians, and nutritionists in the city.
Is that all?
You guys don't see any problem with eating a 5-gallon bucket of pudding.
No?
No. Wait, I do. I see a problem. We need bigger spoons.
Hey, Dot. What brings you to the foodie group room?
I'm out of pudding. I was just checking to see if they had more. What brings you down here?
I'm looking for Rodney. Whenever he goes missing, there's usually food involved. I just finished editing our newest skit fishing video, and I wanted to show him.
I want to see.
What a great day for a hike.
It is a beautiful day. I can't wait to see that waterfall.
Oh, the waterfall. It's going to be breathtaking. And it will make this long hike worth it.
So worth it.
So how much further to the waterfall? Why are you asking me that?
I'm following you to the waterfall.
I'm following you to the waterfall.
Well, I don't know where I'm going.
I don't know where I'm going either.
Well, this is just great.
The blind leading the blind.
What?
The blind leading the blind. There's a verse in the Bible, in the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 14, about being careful who you follow. It goes like this. Matthew 15:14.
Matthew 15:14.
If a blind person leads another who is blind,
If a blind person leads another who is blind,
both of them will fall into a pit.
both of them will fall into a pit. I guess you can't really follow someone who doesn't know the way either.
If you follow someone who doesn't know God's way, you could both end up making bad decisions with really bad consequences.
So what do we do now?
Let's follow that lady. She's got a map.
That was great. It really is important that we don't follow anyone blindly.
Exactly. If we're gonna follow someone, we need to make sure it's a leader that knows the way. God's way. I've been meaning to ask you, what is with all the pudding?
I'm on the pudding diet now.
Does it work?
Want to try it?
Absolutely.
Now that we have all of the links, we should send a transmission to Dakota. Almost there. You do it, Vanessa.
I feel awful. You do it, Mike.
I have got such a bad case of pudding sweats, and my stomach is trying to kill me. Rodney, you do it.
I can't get up. I'll never be able to get up again.
Why do we all feel so terrible?
There must be some sort of bug going around.
What does Paul John say about feeling sick and not being able to move?
I didn't finish that chapter. I didn't have the strength to hold up the book anymore.
Guys, we need more pudding to get our strength up. Elaine, we need more pudding. Elaine,
That's Chef Elaine. And eat a salad.
No thanks. But I will take some butterscotch pudding if you have that.
It's not on my diet.
Mike, will you eat the salad? It's good for you.
Oh, if you insist.
No, not like that.
It doesn't taste healthy.
Please, Chef Elaine. We need pudding to get our strength up so we can send our transmission about how to follow wisely.
What is so funny?
You guys, you're not following your own advice. You're all following this pudding diet, but not one of you took the time to consider if it was something worth following.
She's right.
You're right. We didn't stop once to think, pray, then follow.
Maybe if you had, you would have realized that when it comes to food and nutrition, you know someone who knows what they're talking about. Me, Chef Elaine.
I think if we had talked to you first, we could have saved ourselves a lot of pain. What do you think, Rodney?
What did he say?
He says if we had taken your advice, then we'd be able to hop up and finish the transmission.
If you want good consequences, you have to follow good leaders.
You're right. Thanks, Elaine.
Thanks, Chef Elaine.
Hi, Dakota. We here at Connect HQ got your question about whether or not you should follow Jaden, the cool kid at school that doesn't listen to his teacher. We found a verse in the book of Matthew, chapter 15, that we think will help. Say it with us like this. Matthew 15:14. If a blind person leads another who is blind, both of them will fall into a pit. Just as the verse says, Not all leaders are good leaders, and we shouldn't follow just anyone. And not all leaders act in a godly way. If you follow a bad leader, it can lead to some horrible results. When the people complained to King Rehoboam about the hard working conditions, his wise godly advisors told him to show mercy to the people. But King Rehoboam followed his friends who told the king to be cruel to the people. As a result, the entire kingdom of Israel was torn in two. Today at Connect HQ, we learned how important it is to follow wisely. Rodney got some advice from a book that wasn't very good. Before we knew it, everyone at HQ was eating nothing but pudding because we didn't stop and think. Following that bad advice ended up making us all sick. We should have been following Chef Elaine. When it comes to food, she's the expert. She's a wise leader letting us know the right way to eat healthy and feel good. You shouldn't blindly follow everyone who says, I'm a leader. When you're unsure of what the next course of action should be, take a step back, think, pray, then follow. God wants us to follow godly leaders, because godly leaders lead us to live like God. Think, would God want you to follow someone who doesn't listen to their teacher? Then pray and ask God to show you in your head and in your heart what you should do, then choose to follow or not follow. I hope this helps. And if you ever need help, just drop us a line, because remember, Connect HQ is here to help you.
When did my arms get so short? Mike, I think I found your sweater. Today we learned when it comes to following Jesus, we should think, pray, then follow. Jesus is the greatest leader there is because he also offers us forgiveness and life. If you're thinking and praying and have decided to follow Jesus, it's as easy as A, B, C. A, admit. Admit that you've done wrong and ask God to forgive you for disobeying him. B, believe. Believe God sent Jesus to take the punishment for your sin. Trust that you are forgiven because Jesus made you right with God. C, choose. Choose to spend your whole life depending on God's power to help you say no to sin. As you live and love like Jesus, tell others God is your leader and number one friend. If you've decided that you want to follow Jesus, talk to your Connect small group leader before you leave today.
That is the most important decision that you can make. Be sure to talk to a trusted adult before we finish today to learn more about it. All right, we have a verse that we need to learn. I'm going to say it. I need you to say it with me. Are you ready? Here we go. Matthew 15:14. If a blind person leads another who is blind, both of them will fall into a pit. Great job. Have you ever tried to walk around your house with your eyes closed? Try it out with your family. Close your eyes, then let someone else lead you around the room with their eyes shut too. See how far you can get without running into anything. Pause the video and play the game. That game was kind of like following a leader who doesn't know God's right way. You might do okay for a little bit, but eventually you're going to trip or fall or hit the wall. Think and pray before you follow someone so you can follow a leader who knows God's right way. Now we have some fantastic questions for you and your family to answer. Thank you so much for joining me in Connect, and I will see you later.